My journey's a little bit different because my historical first is that I was the first rabbi in Jewish history that we know of who was ordained pregnant. And I chose not to take a full-time job, which was very unpopular. I mean, some of them, the older male colleagues, there was almost only older male colleagues, were very kind of patronizing and, well, of course you'll stay home with your baby, dear. Some of my female colleagues, however, and fellow students were, they were afraid that I would brand all women as unreliable. And they were, some of them were somewhat hostile and not very kind about the decision I was making. And I really felt like each of us needed to make our own decision about how we parent and how we pursue our careers. And I know some women who went immediately into the congregational rabbinate full-time, and full-time for a congregational rabbi, as you know, is not 40 hours, it's more like 80 hours. And I turned in my cape. I can't do it all. I knew that about myself. I knew that I wanted to nurse my babies. I knew that I wanted to be home at crucial moments, and I could not do that and do a full-time rabbinical career at the same time. And also, my husband, when I got pregnant, he was an intern at Mount Sinai Hospital, and he was going into a medical career. And we knew we wanted to swing two careers, but we also knew that we wanted to spend some time together and with our children. So we just had to figure out how to balance that. So that's kind of the background. So I actually ended up, and nobody knew what part-time rabbi meant either in 1979 when I was ordained. It was sort of unheard of. And so the first, I was ordained in June and my son was born in November. I had been working in the dean's office at HUC in New York during my last year at the college, so I kept that job and did things like run the orientation for the new students and did some things like that until November when he was born. And then I took 4 months off. And then a chaplaincy position came open where I was recruited because I was a woman. Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center was looking for a chaplain for the mastectomy floor.